This week on LSMN Overtime, we'll check out the usual football and volleyball scores, talk about a 25-year LHS tradition, and we'll meet LISD's new athletic director. Thanks for joining us on this episode of LSMN Overtime. I'm TORI Stevens. We're halfway through the football season and district matchups are in full swing. Last Friday, the Jaguars hosted the Hebron Hawks. The Jags were 2-2 and were expected to beat the Hawks, who were coming in at 1-3. The Hawks scored first and kept a lead on the Jags, but with under a minute left in the first half, the Jags were able to tie the game at 20. In the fourth quarter, Hebron Jacob Bunniff threw a 33-yard pass for a touchdown, and Hebron was able to pull away with a 48-34 win. In other football action, Marcus defeated Plano 34-14, Louisville beat Plano East 24-21, and the Colony had a bye week. Sports jerseys are typically a combination of personal identification and team commitment, but Marcus is sporting newly designed football jerseys, this year with a little different take. The newly revealed jerseys have team values on the back instead of player names. These values include selflessness, tough character, discipline, and academics. Next time you're at a Marcus game, make sure to keep an eye out for the STCDA jerseys. Hype squads are a big part of football games, and LHS has one that's full of boneheads. Haley Baker has more on that story.
At Louisville High School football games, you can spot 3 orange vests hanging out with the rowdy crowd. These people are called the Boneheads and are a decades-long tradition.
The Boneheads are the leaders of the rowdy crowd. We get everyone pumped, we get everyone psyched, we get the adrenaline rushing in everybody's hearts and everything.
The Boneheads were created in 1995 by Jared Goodman and Clay Yoakum, 2 particularly spirited students.
My first year here was 95-96, and Jared Goodman and Clay Yoakum, they were baseball players here at Louisville. They started their junior year like wearing stuff and cheering and chanting, that sort of thing. But then by their senior year, they were actually in the orange, and so they assigned themselves the Boneheads.
With the tradition of school pride, the Boneheads are always there to keep the crowd excited at games.
My favorite part about being a Bonehead is being so involved in the school and just getting to be with my peers.
I'm a Bonehead because I want to lead my class in spirited because I want everyone to enjoy high school.
I'm a Bonehead because I want to get people going. I love to see people happy, and I love to see people having fun. And so being able to help people get that energy, it really warms my heart.
The Boneheads create an environment of school spirit and pride that can't be easily matched by another school. Reporting for LSMN Overtime, I'm Haley Baker.
Moving to volleyball, Friday night Flower Mound Lady Jags hosted the Hebron Lady Hawks. The Jags started off strong, winning the first set by 13 points. The Hawks fought back in the second set, but the Jags still won by 9 points. Flower Mound started losing momentum in the third set, but the Jags finished off Hebron in straight sets. The Hawks put up a good fight, but Flower Mound remains undefeated in district play, winning 3-0. Flower Mound played against Capel 3-0, Marcus faced off against Plano 3-1, and Hebron matched up with Louisville 3-0. Colony went against Lovejoy. That score has yet to be finalized. Recently, Flower Mound Golf competed in a tournament at Hebron Interventional. Both girls and guys golf teams competed separately, and both teams took home trophies. The Flower Mound ladies team won first place with senior Emma Rowe, winning first in individual scoring. Later, the boys team won third place within their category. Freshman Andrew Park earned the first place individual award. Last night, Marcus Tennis defeated Plano East, pushing the Marcus record to 14-1. This win also moved them up in the ranks, securing them the district runner-up spot behind state-ranked Plano West. Marauder Tennis is doing great this year, and we look forward to their next wins. LISD Athletic Director Tim Ford will be retiring at the end of this year. Ian Cox sits down with the new director.
This year, LISD introduced their first female athletic director.
I was a volleyball coach for 17 years. I was the volleyball coach at Marcus for 10 of those 17 years. I've coached track, I've coached basketball.
She generally cares and is passionate for all kids and for all of our coaches. And I think she's going to be an advocate for kids and coaches and to provide them opportunities to be as successful as they possibly can be.
LISD already has tons to offer, but CRISTIE is hoping to bring more opportunities.
As we grow, we're growing, we're getting bigger in different schools and making sure our facilities are where they need to be and just giving our kids the best opportunities to be competitive.
Our athletic programs give our kids the opportunity to compete at a high level, and then also gives them that opportunity. The athletics teaches life skills for our kids.
The biggest challenge of this position is being a woman in a male-dominant environment.
It's a male-driven position for sure. There's a lot of female athletic directors just in our area of DFW. There's probably 5 or 6. Just being able to lead 350 coaches and over 10,000 athletes and have that position is huge, whether you're a male or a female. Mainly, I want to just improve some things that we do, maybe some processes, keep being innovative. But, I just want to make sure that we're doing what's best for our athletes and our coaches and giving them the best opportunities.
CRISTIE started off a career as a coach, and now is announced the first female athletic director of LISD.
On this week's Coach's Corner, Brody Lewis sits down with the Coach Odell of the red-hot LHS Farmers football game.
I'm here with LHS Farmers head coach Mike Odell. Coach, thank you for joining me today.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
So you guys are having a great season so far. What do you attribute to the team's early success?
It's a strong senior class. Leadership has stepped up. The kids care about each other, and then they're playing hard. We're able to coach them hard. They're responding when they need to, and they're really. It's a player-led team, which results in kids, taking ownership and playing hard. That's what we got.
All right. Being 5-0, do you see yourself changing anything up in the second half of the season, or will you stick with what's working?
Every day we come in, we're trying to get a little better. So, we definitely have a good thing going, but we're not satisfied where we are. We're still not playing at the level we're capable of playing. So we're still tweaking, and we're still adding, and we're still from scheme to personnel to just everything, the way we practice, the way we lift, the way we prepare, we're trying to get better each and every day. And as I tell the kids, we're trying to go 1-0 each day. And with that comes change. It comes, different opponents that we have to prepare for differently. And, but the one consistent is our process, our mindset and our process to try to win the moment, win the day, and not get in front of ourselves. And the results will happen on Friday, but not without the process of a good Monday, Tuesday, and so on.
Right. And oddly enough, even though you guys are 5-0 on the season right now, you're still behind in district. You're still second in district behind 3-2 Coppell. Does that give you guys any extra motivation for these upcoming games?
No, we're focused on Flower Mound right now. That's who we have this week, and they're a fantastic team with Coach Basil and his crew, and we're not going to worry about anything else that's in the future. We've got to try to do the best we can here this week to prepare for the Jaguars.
All right. And lastly, this Friday night, LSMN will be live streaming your game against the 2-3 Flower Mound Jaguars. Last year was a blowout in your guys' favor. How are you guys approaching this year's matchup?
Last year's over. This year is it's a new team. Flower Mound is, they got an impressive win under the belt. Beating Marcus. They played Highland Park to overtime, and it got away from them late against Hebron. But it's an explosive offense. Kids play real hard. They're sound on special teams. It's going to be an incredible challenge for our kids to play well and to come out with a victory.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have this week. Coach, thank you for your time, and we'll see you Friday night.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
This week's spotlight goes out to the QB tandem for Marcus. Sophomore Cole Welliver and senior Jackson Warren led Marcus to a 33-14 win over Plano last Friday. This power duo for the Marauders combined for 16 of 29 and 237 passing yards. That led to 3 touchdowns by air. The double quarterback system for Marcus is unique, but it seems to be working for the Marauders the first half of the season, as they are currently 3-2 overall and 1-1 in district play. It'll be fun to see how the duo finishes the second half of the season for Marcus. For LSMN Overtime, I'm Brendan Selke.
That's all the sports news for this episode. Join us next time for more information on what's happening with sports around the district. And don't forget to check out the LSMN broadcast this Friday, October 9th at LHS. I'm Tori Stevens, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.